What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So today in this video I'm just gonna be talking a little bit about the new updates that are happening in fish. Now I saw that a lot of people are not happy about these new updates, as you know, the whole economy pretty much went just downhill. um from rods getting prices nerfed to mutations getting really nerfed. Some mutations going from 16x to 8 or 9x really just isn't that good. Seeing the aquarium now, I used to make around 6 million, and now I only make, well, only around 400,000. Nothing too much. Still have 100 million saved here, haven't gotten that back. Now, another thing that's happened is now the black market is no longer a admin event. It is now a weekend event that happens every weekend. It starts Saturday, I'm pretty sure it ends Sunday, so, or it starts on Friday. I think it starts on Friday, maybe. I don't know. A rift open your sun style. Thank you. Now, another thing I want to point out about the black market is that a lot of the rods and a lot of things got nerfed. As you guys can see, I have Nate's blade right here, and this is not because I have, this is not because I had 3 billion. This is actually because when the update came out, they decided to nerf a lot of the rods prices. Well, first it was only Nate's blade, because everybody of course wanted it, but then they decided to nerf every other one. So Nate's blade went from being 3 billion to being only 1 billion, which is around the time that I got it. So there was a little thing that every 4 minutes after you would go into a new server, if you're in a private server, a black market would pretty much spawn until an hour later or so. He did a quick update to change bug fixes and all of that, and also change the way the black market works, so it's global. Now, Nate's blade is currently only 200 million, so a lot of people can't afford that. Something like Sword of the Darkness, that was also really expensive, got nerfed down to 50 million. Electric Guitar, that used to be 1.4 billion, is now only 14 million. Atomic Nuke is cheaper, Bone Blade is cheaper, all these different things. Even the shiny sparkling rod floppy for whoever still needs an Nerdy Falx, that is also much cheaper now, which is really good. But honestly, the way Nick said he wanted to bring down everybody's money so, you know, the economy could be fixed, he also just made richer people have a way easier time of getting good things without spending that much money. Now, after I bought Nate's Blade, I had only around 1.4 billion cash left. But what happened was, Nate and obviously the developers of Fish, they decided to refund everyone their prices. So I'm assuming, for example, if you bought like Nate's Blade for 3 billion, you would get around 3 billion back, this or that. Earlier on when I logged on, so this was like a few hours ago, I only had around 2.8 billion. But then I logged on just a second ago here, and I got a notification that I got another refund for around 90 million, which then brought me to almost 3 billion. Do I have anything in here? Let me see really quickly. No, I don't. I bought it earlier. But if I claim my aquarium, let's claim that really quick. I have over 3 billion cash now. I'm not sure how this is meant to help bring down the economy, but even something so small as, I think it was a bobber, the miniature bomb, this used to cost, I think it was around 700 million, that now only costs 700,000 now. And I think Cosmic Relics went from being 5 million to 500,000. So a lot of new players that can even make just a tiny bit of money, since obviously fish no longer sell for a lot. These two used to sell for a lot of money. Now they don't sell for that much. But yeah, honestly, and recently, well, not recently, well, yeah, recently, today, I've heard that a lot of content creators from Fish got banned for using a strategy that honestly I didn't even know existed. I've seen content creators do it, obviously, but not just content creators, I've seen people in my server and everything doing it. I never thought it was a bad thing, I just never did it because I'm trying to play the game legit, you know? I'm trying to get my stuff legit. The only thing that I do sort of regret doing, but I also don't, is getting a tiny bit too much of these crap cages. I used to have more, but of course I had to use some for updates and all the other things. But mostly because of the way the aquariums worked and the way admin events happened and the gold storm, which was buffed and all of that, I managed to get a lot of money, which obviously led to me getting a lot of rods in the game. Now also, I'm a very grindy person on fish, so if there's a new rod that's hard to get, such as whether that's Fabulous Rod, whether that's, what else do we have, Dreambreaker, whether that's Duscar or however you pronounce it, I'm very dedicated to getting these rods. And honestly, I've been wanting to make fish content for a while now, but sadly, I really don't know what to do and what to make videos on. I could just make a video on me catching random fish or doing stuff, but it's mostly that I need ideas on what to make videos on. So another thing about this video is I'm honestly just asking for ideas for what I can do in this game. I know I've been yapping for the past 5 minutes, but hey, what can I say? There's nothing else much to talk about. Now, another thing is, one of my friends did ask me this, so I just want to point out in this video in case anybody ever cares. The way I got my Muramasa title was back when the Katana rod used to be a developers only rod, so only given out by the developers. Fish was doing this giveaway where if you joined an admin server, they would give you rods. I ended up joining Got's server, which is one of the developers for Fish. Gotta say, really nice guy. As well as Nick. You know, I was in Nick's server once, and he decided to run a cosmic event for just our server. Now, when I got this rod, when it was a dev exclusive, he gave me this rod. Well, he was giving out a lot of people this rod and this title, and honestly, I mean, in my opinion, the title's really cool. The Muramasa blade and everything, which is all cool. But then when I joined Nick's server, he decided to give me the part rod, which the stats are amazing. The problem is it's the line's a tiny bit too short, so honestly, I have to say one of my favorite rods in the game. Very good amount of quality put into this rod. I don't even know why I have Unbreakable on it. Now, I know he did a lot of fixes and a lot of changes, and a lot of the community wasn't really happy about anything that he did. But honestly, with the way he reduced the prices of a lot of things, especially one thing that I want to really quickly point out, so let's just, get there. You can probably tell where I am, and that is one of my favorite parts about the economy change, which I honestly think made a lot of people really happy, especially my friend Rampage. He was extremely excited about it, is that Aurora Totems are back to being 500,000. So I can just come up here, buy 50, spend 25 million of my cash instead of having to spend however much it used to be before. When it was 5 million, I honestly did not buy a single Aurora Totem, but now I bought, I think, yeah, over 100 because I bought 50 twice now. I really like that change. I really like the change that for newer players, especially, let's get back to Moosewood. For newer players, it's much more enjoyable, being able to catch a fish and actually feel proud of it, instead of everybody just going over to Castaway Cliffs and, grinding money there together. Now it's much easier to, first of all, afford an Aurora Totem and then try to make profit off of them, especially since a lot of the rods are cheaper. Yes, the mutations are way lower. For example, I think like Fabulous got really nerfed by like 7 times or something. I know Tryhard went from being 17x to only 10x. No, I still haven't caught a fish with the Tryhard rod, as I recently just bought it, and that's also another thing that a lot of people are mad about. But Red, the owner of the rod, dealt with it. Well, he's dealing with it. That a lot of people who either bought the tryhard rod for a billion when it was a billion, or did the quest and had to suffer through the quests. Honestly, I have the rod here. I have the tryhard rod, but I still have the quest since you're now able to just purchase it for, I think it was like 300 million, but I'm pretty sure, no, it was like 500 million or something. I'm not 100% sure how expensive it was, or was it even 100 million, or was it a billion? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they reduced the price of it again. Let me check that really quick. Also, yes, this right here is a UFO which is leaking towards the next update, and apparently this is going to be some sort of quest for the rod. I will be making videos on the new update or even before the update. Maybe I'll do a live stream on the admin events, but I think Red's hiding somewhere back here. This gravity coil is honestly one of my favorite items that they ever decided to add into the game. Yeah, right here, for 100 million you can buy the tryhard rod, which a lot of people are upset because a lot of people spent a billion and all of that, but I think most people got a refund. Same way I got a lot of refunds. Now, if more people are wondering what this update was really about, well, it was mostly just to do Marlin's like little quests, which at the start of the video when you guys saw the portal open, that was a part of the new Marlin quest, which he gives a few rewards for those who still haven't done it. He gives, I think, like a bobber, maybe. I think, yeah, the Mimic's spellbook, I think he gives that. I'm not 100% sure if that's from him or not. I know he also gives a lantern. Is it another? Yeah, the Enchanted Book lantern, which both look pretty cool. And he also gives a skin for a rod. That's not in the game right now, which I'm assuming is going to be the rod from the UFO quest, for all I know. Another thing, a lot of people are upset because the XP gains are also way lower now, so it's much harder to get max level. Now, I of course got max level back when there was a lot of different strategies that I guess you could say were kind of bad to use, but also it was in the game, so why wouldn't you use something that's technically not game breaking, instead it's kind of intended, which was when the colossal blue, ancient, and ethereal dragons were really expensive. You could get into the angler and make around 100 million cash, but also make a lot of XP. Talking about Marlin, he has like 4 of these portal that can spawn in different colors. I think it's green, red, blue, and purple. You complete all of them by doing an obby here. You can either do the obby, or if you have a gravity coil, you can do what I did and kind of skip the whole thing. And then after getting all 4 shards, well, after getting 1 shard, you can talk to him, 2 shards, talk to him, 3 shards, talk to him, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, honestly, this video was just me trying to get my opinions out on the new update and kind of talk about all the changes. What am I gonna title it? I don't even know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys want to see more fish videos, or if you guys have any ideas, make sure you comment them. I'll gladly read the comments and do some ideas in fish, because I really like this game. I really appreciate the developers trying hard in this game. Now, of course, I'm not too big of a tryhard. I don't have only 467 hours. I swear if I see 6-7 somewhere in the comments, I'm gonna lose it. But yeah, I've had my bad times in fish, I've had my good times, but honestly, I really love this game the way it is right now. And if anybody wants to see more videos, whether that's doing challenges, whether that's literally just going around talking about why Marlin's house has this type of roof, I will gladly do literally anything. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.